Oh god, this is ratchet. Fuck, I don't even know. Wait. Oh, this is like opposite. Okay. Well, I can't even work this. Fuck. Okay, so guys, if you are not already aware about this video, it is actually a part 2 to my last video. And my last video was the time I almost got murdered, which is basically like a part 2 to my video of last year where I talked about the time I almost died in freshman year. It's like the same exact video as that except for sophomore year. So if you didn't watch the last part, you should probably go watch it, because this video is going to literally make no sense if you didn't already watch the first part, because I don't even start with the intro, I just start with like the second half of the video. So go ahead and watch that video if you didn't already watch it, and fuck, I look like Stephen Hawking.
Earlier on in this year, I went to Denny's with my friends and we were super high, and then my one friend had really bad hiccups, and every time she hiccuped we couldn't stop laughing, and then the Denny's waitress came up to us, and whenever she tried to talk to us, like, our eyes are like bloodshot, like it's very obvious that we're high, and then my friend wouldn't stop hiccuping. I just couldn't stop laughing and it was really awkward. Okay, so later on into the year, whenever we switched classes, like halfway through the semester, like the next semester we had new fuck, what are those classes called? Electives. One of my electives was computer, robotics, and programming, and I did not sign up for that. Also, lesson learned, always turn in your scheduling papers. Whenever they say they'll give you the worst classes, they literally will. Like, computer, robotics, and programming was the most boring thing ever. All we did was take notes and like do literally nothing. Take tests that made no sense. Like, they did not match the study guide. I had like a 70 in that class the entire time. Our teacher was actually either deaf or like going deaf. He had like a hearing aid, and we didn't know we couldn't hear at first, so me and my one friend would scream like, okay, we were playing Kahoot, and then me and my one friend lost, so I was like, fuck! Like, I screamed it super loud, and then he didn't do anything. Like, I looked at him, I was like, oh shit, I thought I was about to get in trouble for screaming fuck. He literally didn't even hear it. And then that's whenever we saw his hearing a day later, and we're like, oh shit, he's deaf. So like, we always like scream swear words, like we were always like, fuck, this is horse shit. Like, we'd scream shit like that, and he would never hear us. One of these days, he turned his hearing aid on, and my friend started moaning, and like that, like, I get it, that's like a 6th grade thing, but he was like moaning, like sexually, and then the teacher goes, stop it. We're all like, did not know that he sometimes could hear and sometimes couldn't. Whenever you ask him questions, he usually asks you to repeat, and then like, you can tell he's looking at your lips. Like, whenever I'd ask to go to the bathroom, he'd be like, what? And I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? He's like, what? And I'm like, can I go to the bathroom? And he's like, oh, sure. Okay, in history class. Okay, so I was with my friend in history class, and we were talking about how this one girl who is also in the history class, which, keep in mind, Elsa, who's in the history class, is one of the dog chokers, and she's friends with her. And then we were talking about her because my friend went to a party and he got like really drunk and puked everywhere. But like, she claims that she saw his dick when 1, she wasn't even invited to the party, 2, she wasn't at the party, 3, he wasn't even naked, so how the fuck would she see his dick in the first place? But like, he puked on himself, so he was in his underwear. And she was telling everyone that his dick was not that big. So we always made jokes about that. Like, every time he'd say something to me, I'd be like, well, you're not that big. One of these times she heard us say it, and then I guess she like tuned into our conversation, and I said like her name. I don't even remember what I said. I think I was like, well, Cheyenne over here can back me up with your dick being small. And then she was like, Kyler, what did you just say? And I was like, oh god. Keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. Like, she's super ghetto and trashy. And it was very awkward, because like, I was just done there. Like, I was just on my phone. We had a substitute teacher, and the entire time she's just like, keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, how do I reply to that? April 2nd, 2018, our panic alarm went off. I made a story time about this, but long story short, our panic alarm was falsely turned off. Falsely, it's a conspiracy theory that like there's actually something wrong, because in order to turn a panic alarm on, you have to use a key to turn it on. Because of that like makes no sense. Like, how do you accidentally put a key in something to turn the alarm on? But when they turned the alarm on, everyone in the lunchroom, I was in history class, like everything happened in history, what the fuck? But I was in history class, and everyone in the lunchroom that was in the lunchroom at that time literally ran out of the school. People were running on like the highway, running home, and we were just in our room during lockdown, and we completely didn't know like this was fake or not. They said if this alarm ever goes off without like a drill warning or anything, it's not a fucking drill. So to our knowledge, there was like a shooter in there or something threatening, and during this time period, there was like several bomb threats, and there was like this kid, a freshman, and he was like, I'm gonna stab all the popular kids, and he was like sharpening a knife in a video. It was a really weird time period. I had this chemistry teacher teacher, and I didn't hate her or anything, but like I did not like her. She didn't understand me. Like I was trying to explain to her how hard her class is, how impossible chemistry is, because like everyone in her class has a bad grade except for one girl. So I'm just like, I just can't do her class. And one of these times she was just giving me a really hard time. And if you ask to go to the guidance counselor, they have to let you go to the guidance counselor. So during one of the problems she was making me do, I was like, I have to go to the guidance counselor. And she was like, really, Kyler? I was like, I need to go to the guidance counselor right now. So then I went to the guidance counselor to get out of her class, and I stayed there the entire period. So rewind back to computer robotics and programming class. Again, with the teacher, he can't hear, like, to our knowledge. So like one of these times we were just assuming he wasn't able to hear. So then we played this like bomb noise. It was like, ew. Like I'll just play the noise here. That noise, we played that, and like he didn't hear. It was really funny. Every program, there's like two types of errors, like logic errors and syntax errors. There's like more errors, but like we only learned those two. We made a joke about Mr. Syntax error, program a baby inside of me. And then also, we had to like program robots like within the last 3 days of school, which was really weird because it wasn't for a grade. So whenever we were programming robots, we named our robot the SpazBot 3000 because we couldn't make it work at all. Like it was just going in circles like, fuck, there's a bug in here. And on the second to last day of school, I skipped the last day of school, we went to this place called the Slates. And it was like the middle of the night, super dark, and we kept on hearing like a squeaky noise and we had no idea what it was. And keep in mind, the Slates is like in the middle of the woods. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, turn my notifications on, comment down below how was your last year of school, let me know. If you want me to continue making these videos at the end of every school year, go ahead and let me know because I will be making them regardless. So comment down below if you like them or not. Comment your favorite memory of mine. And don't forget to follow all of my social media. Remember, I spam back and I sometimes follow back active followers. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.